here. Okay, today is November 24th, 2020, and today we are talking about how to rise above negativity. We just finished watching a 10-minute video from Abraham Hicks on alignment and what alignment is, what it isn't, when you're not in it, and how to deal with people who are not aligned. And us here in this chat, go ahead and type in 1111 if you are feeling like you're ready to learn how to rise above negativity in your life. If you're ready to rise above negative comments, negative people, really step into your power, whatever that means, right? And really, like, seriously being open to grasping this concept of what it means to rise above, to raise your vibration, and to leave the negativity where it is instead of continuing to kind of reopen that can of worms. Seeing a lot of 1111s in here, so perfect. You guys are in the right room. You are on the right call today, in the right training. And today, let me just introduce myself. If this is your first call with me, my name is Lizel Zeager. I am a divine purpose coach. I help people manifest their dream life from a place of alignment. I do have a business in network marketing. I am affiliated currently with the company Monate, where we help people bring out the beauty that is within them. And in the community that I am a part of, we have a bunch of women who are here to lead the way, who know that they're here for more, and who are ready to step into their power and claim it. And in this process of moving forward and walking forward in your journey, you're actually being called to step out of what was, to leave behind where you were and start paving this new path. And when we do that, this is the scary part, because you start walking a path that no one around you is doing. And as you step into your power, you have to realize that there's nobody else who could step into their power other than you. That's the whole deal with personal development and being on your personal journey. It is knowing that you are the one who's here to move forward. You are the one who's here to take those steps. You are the one who is here to claim that power and to live the life that you are creating for yourself right now. So in the chat, I want to know, when you think about negativity or when you think about a negative person, what is a feeling, or what is a thought or a feeling or emotion that comes up when you are experiencing negative chatter, whether it be from someone you know or from a voice inside? What is happening with you when that happens? Go ahead and share in the chat, because as I read through what you girls are sharing, what you men and women are sharing, we will get to address those specific vibrations. Everything is energy, everything is vibration. And the more clear we can get with what we don't want, the easier we will be able to pick it out, right? So clarity is everything, okay? So go ahead and type in the chat anything you experience, whether it's a feeling or an emotion, whenever you experience negativity coming at you on this entrepreneurial journey. Okay, let's see here. Okay, anger, draining, feel down, sadness, exhaustion, heart racing, worry, frustration, sad, anxious, anxiety, contracting, aggravated, annoyed. Yes. Okay, so if you guys have been on my calls before, I have mentioned this vibrational chart. It looks like an upside down triangle, like a vortex, where this is a whole thing about everything is energy and everything is emotion. The higher vibrational emotions and feelings are in a state of expansion. And those feelings and emotions are things like gratitude, joy, peace, enlightenment, flow, freedom, right? You just feel, ah. And that is the space that most people are trying to get to most of the time. At the bottom of the triangle, we've got more contracted feelings and emotions, which some of you have touched on. Actually, everybody has touched on these contracting emotions. And those things down at the bottom are things like anger, sadness, shame, guilt, fear, worry. Did I say frustration yet? Frustration. Those are the things that make our body actually look like this. And if you were to take a picture of me, the way you could describe it is contracted, right? Low, down. Usually the eyes are low. And when you're in this space of feeling low, the momentum, we're touching on what Abraham was talking about. The momentum when you're feeling low is zero, okay? You're stuck, you're still, you're paused, you're in stagnant energy, right? It's like when the energy pools. And from that space, how easy is it for you to reach out and make a sale? How easy is it for you to connect with somebody and follow up on an order? How easy is it for you to put out an Instagram post or do an Instagram live or go make a story when you're feeling like this? It's hard, right? It's so not in the vibration of where you're currently at. And that is what's called resistance, okay? Resistance is the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And it's that trying to force through the resistance to get to where you want, disregarding that gap. So how to rise above negativity first begins with being able to state and own where you're at. So when you are feeling down, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling sad, exhausted, frustrated, anxious, aggravated, annoyed, heavy, when you feel all of that, here's a challenge. Here's an example. And what this is this is a ladder down into the well that you are in when you're feeling down. Know that that vibration is not you. Okay? That feeling of anger, sadness, frustration, contraction, that's not you. That is an energy like a cloak that's being placed on you. And in that moment, you have to remember that. And hopefully just by me stating this, when you're in that low place, remember that that is not you. That is not your truth. That is not your alignment. That is not your freedom. That is not who you are. That is simply a vibration, a frequency, an emotion, a feeling that you are experiencing in that moment. Literally, that's all it is, okay? Everything's energy. Everything flows, right? Okay? Just like the waves in the ocean. There's a wave that comes and then it pulls back. There's a wave that comes and then it pulls back. And then there's things called sets where the waves come, will go. Come, go, come, go, pause. There's always a pause, right? Just like when we breathe, there's a pause between the inhale and the exhale. And then the waves come back, in and out, in and out, in and out, pause. Okay? Just like for us women, our emotional and hormonal cycles, up, 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 down, 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 pause, up, 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 down, 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 pause, right? Everything has a cycle. There's this thing called the law of rhythm, where there is a cycle to everything. And when we are down in the bottom of that well, we have to remember, oh, wait, if I'm down here now, okay, you can talk logically here. If I'm down here now, that means at some point in the future, I'm going to be back up. It's just law. That's how energy works. If I'm down here now, that means at some point I'm going to be back up. And you have to connect the two, okay? In life, in this world, there is a thing called polarity. I used to call it duality, but it's actually polarity. I'm going to clarify everything that I ever said that was recorded. This I'm referring to is called polarity. And that is there is an equal and opposite to everything. There is no right or wrong. Abraham touched on this in the video. There is no right or wrong because right or wrong is a judgment, okay? And that comes from a place of separation. And this is a tangent, but just so you know, there is no right or wrong. It is just equal and opposite, okay? So when you're feeling down, there is an equal and opposite to that. And that is high up, like at the tippity top, okay? So when you're in the bottom of the well, know that everything's temporary. You're gonna come up. Because I'm down here, that means at some point, I'm gonna be back up there. If I'm in the pause, that means there's gonna be a wave, okay? This is gonna help you as far as how to manage your energy, as long as you're able and willing to tune in to your energy, to your inner being and say, how am I feeling? Ooh, I'm angry, right? So we practice this in the chat. How do you feel? You can already kind of tap into that, okay? And so by anchoring this feeling with knowing like, oh, it's just energy. Oh, it's temporary. Oh, there's an equal and opposite. That means at some point, I'm going to feel elation. I'm going to feel freedom. I'm going to feel abundance. I'm going to feel peace. I'm going to feel joy. I'm going to feel gratitude. I'm going to feel love, right? You have to, period. So, the problem that happens with most people when we go down is instead of connecting to the universal laws, okay? You can Google universal laws and have a lot of fun with that. Instead of connecting to the universal laws, we get caught up in this illusion that we are separate, right? I talked about this before. We are actually all connected energetically and in a soul out of soul level, we are all connected. So when we get down and we forget that we're connected, we are now in a contracted space where energetically we are separate from everything and we close down, okay? From that space, we have to remember like, oh, everything's energy and I'm powerful. How did I manifest this into my life? That's a question to ask when you're feeling not you, not happy, not joyful. How did I manifest this into my life? And what is the lesson that I'm here to gain from this particular moment? What is the lesson I'm here to learn? Something's happening, right? In the video, my sister is being mean, right? Or my parents, like for all this here, my parents are not understanding what I'm doing. My significant other is giving me some crap about what they think that I'm doing. Um, my my coworkers are questioning my choices in my life. Well, that's them putting their insecurities on you. Why did you manifest that? Because it's an opportunity. Okay. These questions, these like not accusations, but like these negative vibes coming from other people is an opportunity that your higher self is giving you to state again, to claim what you're doing, to own your power, to own your path, to own your choices. Because if you did not meet resistance when you were leaving the nest and choosing to walk your own path, then what's the point? Where's the growth, right? Where's the personal development? Where is that personal growth? It doesn't exist. You're just kind of floating off into nowhere. So as you are starting your business, as you are launching or relaunching your business, as you are doing something that you have never done, think back to your childhood. Think back to before you could remember. I'm going to share something because this is active in my life right now. So my 14-month-old baby, Ellie, she's starting to walk. And what does she do? She stands up, she holds a piece of furniture, she lets go. She's kind of silly. She kind of dances. And then we'll say, come on this way. And then she'll kind of look and then she'll sit down and then she'll crawl. And she's not taking the opportunity to walk yet because for her, it's safer to crawl, right? She knows that if she was going to take a step, she's going to fall. Okay. And that same fear keeps a lot of us entrepreneurs, leaders, directors, people who the crowd is looking to for advice. That fear of falling is keeping us from taking action. Okay. There's a fear of being seen, right? What if people see me try to walk or try to do this thing, right? What if people see me try to take this step and I fall? You're going to go down here, right? Now you're down here. Oh no, I'm in my head. Oh no, now they're going to think this, and all the judgments. They're going to think this. I'm not going to be good enough. I'm never going to be able to face them again. All the embarrassment, all of that. But guess what? Remember, you're powerful and you can manifest anything you want. So when you're in that space, remember, oh, wait, is that something I want to manifest? Do I want to manifest falling? Do I want to manifest people judging me? Do I want to manifest just hiding forever and not taking the step and not living my best life ever? Is that what I want to manifest? Question everything. Question everything. So when you're down here, question that. Why am I here? What does this mean? Oh, it means I'm going to come up. Yes. And remember that. That's your anchor, okay? That is you putting your hand on that ladder that I threw down the well for you. Ooh, okay. Yes, this is temporary. Okay, knowing that, now you can start creating a chain of thoughts. Okay, this is temporary. That means this isn't going to last forever. Ooh, that means that eventually I'm going to be up again. Ooh, that means that when people are telling me negative things, I can take that as an opportunity, or I can let it bring me down. Do I want to let that bring me down? Do I want to climb back into the bottom of the well? No, not really. And then you start to really create from within, right? You get to choose how you feel, which is the goal. Choosing how we feel. Okay. So, knowing what we know about energy, knowing what we know about vibration, how everything's temporary, we are all connected, and there's ups and downs, there's ebbs and flows. Now, that is just within ourselves, right? Of course, it's with the outside, but this is how we can, that is the framework that we can use when we're looking at vibration, dealing with negative people, dealing with negative situations. Okay. Now we're going to take in a situation where there's outside voices. Okay. Kind of like the video today. How many of you just type yes in the chat or no? No. If you have experienced this, type a yes. If you have experienced anybody in your family or close circle of friends giving you some sort of comment or negative energy towards whatever it is that you're doing, type a yes. If you have experienced anybody judging you, doubting you, wondering what the hell you're doing, not supporting you in any way, and actually giving you grief for choices that you're making in life, type a yes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, all the time. Okay. And triple yes. Family, yeah. Okay. You're not alone. See in the chat, everybody here is a yes. And now, if you have never experienced that, if you have never experienced any pushback, resistance, questioning, guilt, criticism, judgment from anybody in your close circle of friends or family, type a no. Go ahead and type a no if you've never experienced that before. It is rare. It may happen. But honestly, I have never met anybody who has not encountered any sort of resistance. So if you have not, I would love to chat with you and see what your experience has been, right? So far, nobody, and that's totally perfect. So just so you know that if you have been experiencing any sort of negativity, you're not alone. And this is why we're here. This is why I host these types of calls, to show you that you are not alone. And for me, I have experienced a lot of negativity. I have experienced a lot of questioning, people doubting me, people judging me, people criticizing me, people saying, oh, but you're this, insert whatever they think I am here. Why would you do that? You don't need that. And then they start telling me all the things that I don't need, that I do need, that I should do, that I shouldn't do, that I don't have to do, that I really have to do. And in the beginning, so my journey starts like of this, I'll say like 2015, 2016, where I started network marketing when I was still living in California. And it was like, what are you doing? This doesn't make any sense. But to me, right, it made complete sense. Like, well, I don't want to just have the job and just the job. I also want to have something outside that I'm passionate about that can help a lot of people, that can make me money on the side, that I'm meeting people through. And for me, it was like a no-brainer. But remember, I'm on my path, right? That was my experience. That is why I chose what I did. Then when I shared it with the world, my world, they weren't in my experience, right? They weren't in the phone call. They weren't in the mastermind. So from them being in their world, whatever's happening over there, right? Their work, their family, their relationships, their financial issues. And I come up with mine, they're not doing the personal development work that I get to do here in my business. And so of course, they're going to show up and give me all of their fears. They're going to show up and give me all the questions. They're going to show up and give me all the judgment. If they didn't, that'd be really weird. So as you are sharing what you're doing, as you are navigating through a new chapter in your life, remember, you're on your path. They're on their path. He's on his path. She over there, she's on her path. They have no idea what you're going through and what you've been through. And it is just the visualization of you walking a path, and then you visualizing this person walking that path, and this person walking that path, and that person walking that path. And that visualization alone is one of my tools. That's one of my personal tools, where when someone is being negative, I have to remember, like, oh, where are they coming from? I have no idea. However, I know where I'm coming from, and literally that's all that matters. Okay? So if you're taking notes, write down, the only thing that matters is how I feel. The only thing that matters is how I feel, because how you feel affects what you do. Okay? And what you don't do. Okay? So all that matters is how I feel, because it affects what I do and what I don't do. And if you're feeling bad, right? Remember, contracted, low, heavy, anxious, frustrated, worried, sad, angry, all of those things, you're probably not going to do the things that you need to do that'll bring you closer to the place that you want to go. Okay? So today's, little workshop is all about perspective. Okay? We have to look at the world not as one static photo or one static existence. We have to snap out of that. Okay, rise above, right? So rise up off of the planet and then turn around and look at it and realize, okay, there's a lot of moving parts there, and there's a lot of moving parts there, and there's a lot of moving parts there. And the world is a mirror. So when you can look at the planet as this active, forever changing, always swirling, energy moving thing, that is a reflection of you and your life. Okay? You sitting here, you watching the replay, you in your life, you are not a stagnant photo. You are not an end all be all thing that is final. No. You are a constantly evolving masterpiece. Just like the energy that flows up and down, the frequencies that ride the waves and that ride the sets, you are a constantly evolving masterpiece, okay? Just like everybody else is. And for you to be on this personal development journey that you are on, it's time to wake up to what you're learning. Just wake up to it, okay? We've taken a lot of notes. We've read a lot of books. We've watched a lot of videos. But how often and how consistently are we practicing what we're sharing on Instagram? How often and how consistently are we doing what we're talking about to other people? Okay? The only thing that matters is how you feel. And if you're feeling aligned with yourself, that is the best feeling in the world. There is nothing better than feeling good about how you feel. So integrity is one of those pieces that I'm going to share with you today on how to rise above negativity. It is finding that alignment within yourself, creating integrity with yourself. What is integrity? Integrity is integrity. Integrity is your ability to do what you say you're going to do. That's it. If you're living in integrity, you are doing what you say you're going to do. You are trustworthy. You are dependable. And you are honest. If you are saying things and not doing it, what does that do to us subconsciously? That makes us feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I said I would do it, but I can't. And then all the stories, excuses, all those things come. Oh no, I did it again. You start to self-sabotage. You start to talk yourself down. Your confidence in yourself and your abilities start going down, 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 down. So not living in integrity, it's really like the opposite of self-love. It's like a self-loathing. It's like a what's the word? Like you're attacking yourself. So what did I do to start living more in integrity was I said a lot less. I made a lot less promises. Okay. Because I'm here to help, right? And if you're in this call and if you're in this business, you're probably here to help people too. If you're looking to develop yourself and grow yourself as a leader in some way, you're probably here to help other people. And if you keep overextending yourself and then not being able to follow through, there's some sort of resentment that comes up, right? Like, oh no, I said I would. Or maybe you said you would and then you did it and then you felt bad because you actually didn't want to, but you said that you would and then you did it. That's another thing to stop doing, right? Is to stop offering when it doesn't feel right. Okay. So if this is something you're working through, stop offering if it doesn't feel right. There's a tendency to, like, someone's hurting and you're like, oh my God, you want to help. But how do you help without helping? Is you can just give support. You don't have to give your heart. You don't have to give your energy, but you can give support and you can tell them, I see you. Okay. I feel you. Oh, that must be hard, right? This thing is called empathy. Oh, I see what you're going through. Oh, well, I hope it all works out. You deserve better. I see where you're at, right? But you don't have to offer, call me if you need anything. Because as soon as it comes out of your mouth, maybe you're like, oh no, don't call me. Okay. So how to get out of negativity or how to rise above it is to notice when you start going there. Okay. Start noticing when you're going there. Start noticing when people are putting it on you. And then if it's already too late and you're there, remember, oh, that's not me. That's not true. That's not actually my alignment. And then what's the ladder? How do I get out of here? What are the things that are true? The things that are true is everything is energy. Everything's temporary. Because I'm here, I'm going to be there at some point. Okay. Use it as your anchors. Climb out of the well. You know, be saying, I'm so aligned with everything that you are saying. Yes. Good. Everything is energy, you guys. Everything is energy. And when we understand that, when we fully grasp that concept, you can start manifesting money like that. You can start manifesting love like that. You can start manifesting anything that you want because everything is energy. And when you can, the easiest place to start is with your own feeling, with your own vibrations, with your own emotions. Okay. Because that's energy. Okay. So how do we call in money when we're working with emotions? Let's see. Money has stories behind it, right? In different cultures and in different places of the country. And even depending on what neighborhood you live in your city, there's certain stories that are held about money. Well, we have to step out of that and look at that and go, oh, there's stories around money. Okay. What stories, now here's how to do it. What stories around money are the ones that support me in manifesting money? What are the stories that support me in being able to manifest money? Keep those. And then you can look at what are the stories that don't serve me manifesting money. Money is just an example, right? Oh, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. If I get too much money, it's going to get taken away. More money, more problems, right? Let those go. Just let them go. Okay. Next time you think about it, notice that it's not truth. Why? How do you know it's not truth? Because it makes you feel like, oh, I can't. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, yeah, I don't want it. Oh, yeah. Even though, really, you do want to manifest money. Why? Because it's going to bring you X, Y, and Z. It's going to bring you freedom. It's going to bring you the ability and the opportunity to help others in the world. It's going to, all these things, okay? So everything has a story, okay? Rising above negativity is about being choosy with what you believe is true, okay? If there's people in your life who are telling you all kinds of stuff that don't make you feel good, You don't have to take it anymore. Okay? Give yourself the, what's the word? Give yourself permission today, right now on this call, give yourself permission to not take comments from other people that don't make you feel good. Okay? So somewhere in your journal, you can write, I now give myself permission to choose how I feel. I now give myself permission to choose how I feel. And writing that statement actually changed my life. I'm sharing that with you. I get to choose how I feel. Okay? Own that. Okay? Because if you're allowing other people to make you feel a certain way, that is proof that you are giving away your power. Okay? If you're allowing other people to make you feel a certain way that doesn't make you feel good, you're giving them the power over yourself, over your vibration. This is an example of letting the outside circumstances affect your inner peace. We see that quote on Instagram. Okay? Choosing how you feel comes from the inside. There's intention, there's positive energy, there's conscious awareness to that. And from that space, when we start choosing from the inside, that's when things happen. Because there's no outside energy messing with it, right? It's pure. And it comes from you, and it comes from within. It comes from your path of alignment. If you're in the video, Abraham's saying like something about surveying the world to see what's right or wrong. Okay, how exhausting is that, A? And then B, what are you doing with your energy? You're giving it away. You're giving it to, oh, what do you think? Oh, what do you think? Oh, what do you think I should do? Oh, what do you think about that? Or what do I need? Da, 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 da. And you're giving your energy, you're giving your power away to everybody outside of you. When the most efficient thing you can do is turn in, focus in, and say, okay, out of all of these options, whatever you're working on, out of all of these options, which one feels the best for me in this moment? Because everything's temporary. So tune into that moment. Which one of these options, maybe it's A or B, or maybe there's 5 options, or maybe there's infinite, but turning inward and asking yourself, your higher self, your future self, your inner being, which option feels the best for me in this moment? Guess what? That's you tuning into your inner guidance system. That's you tuning into your intuition. That's you tuning into your energy, your alignment. And yes, there's no one around, but guess what? You're going to get an answer every time. You're going to get an answer. That's how we were wired. We're wired to connect with this energy that flows through all of us, to tap in and know that when we're asking the universe for a sign, the universe always says yes. Okay? So if you're ever feeling bad, ask, is this really how I want to feel right now? Is there a better feeling thought or a better feeling emotion that I could have right now? Yes. Okay. What can I do to help me get there? And then when you're still, you're going to get an answer. And everybody's answer is going to be different. The answers that I have had when I've done that have been different. And I know that the answers that you will get on your journey are going to be different than the ones that I have had. Okay. So today, this is really a reminder of how powerful that you are, and that you can choose how you feel no matter what is happening outside. And remember that since you are on your own path, everybody else is on their own path too. And we have to let them go like this. Okay? We just have to let them. Our job is to go, oh, thank you. Oh, I see where you're at. Oh, that's interesting. And how quickly could things change when you start even mentally saying those things as the person's talking, okay? How much more resilient are you going to be as a business owner, as a coach, as a leader, as a director, right? How much more powerful will you be when you start claiming your power and keeping your power within instead of giving it away to the negative Nancy and going, oh, I can't believe she said that. She's always like that. Like, no, just stop it, okay? You are powerful. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. And don't let anybody, what's it called, like dim your light. Don't feel like you have to dim your light to make other people happy because they're on their journey. And your journey is not to make other people happy. Your journey is to feel so aligned that people are inspired by you. That is your job. Your job is to discover your worth, discover your power, discover your light. Step into it, walk it, welcome it, love it, and then be it so consistently that the people who are vibing on that frequency that you're at are just gonna come running to you, and those negative Nancys they will have no idea where you are because you are vibing so high. They're gonna be like, where did she go? I have no one to talk down to. Now what? Okay, so let them say what they're gonna say because we have no control over that. The only thing you have control over is how you feel because, again, you get to choose how you feel. Okay. How are you guys feeling? Type 1111 in the chat if you're feeling a little bit more powerful, a little more confident, a little bit more grounded in who you are and in knowing what's true and what's not true. Good. 1111. I hope you are feeling a little bit more. I hope you're experiencing a little bit more clarity in what to do when you get into these weird situations, these sticky situations where people are putting all their stuff on you, okay? Remember, you don't have to take it, but you can let them give it, okay? You don't have to receive it. You can just let it pass through, okay? Okay. So I want to know in these last few minutes if you guys have any questions or want me to clarify something or dive into something, anything related to energy. I want to thank you all for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And so I'm just going to stop recording now and allow any questions. Okay.